And there we go. We are live. So, hello everyone, and welcome to today's live interview where I'm going to be interviewing Harry's Moving Castle. Go ahead and say hello and give us an introduction of yourself as well.
Oh, hi everybody. My name's obviously Harry, and I run a YouTube channel where I review and analyze TV shows predominantly. And I have just recently finished making a review series of Harry Potter, the films and the books. So if that's your kind of thing, that's it's where you should be. It's where it's what I'm doing at the moment. But I'm kind of just looking for the next big project to make at the moment, and that's why I'm here having a lovely chat with Mr. Champy.
Yeah, yeah, that's why you're here, Harry. You did at the wrong Twitter in the first tweet though.
I know, I'm really sorry. Do you know what the weirdest thing was? I actually saw your icon, and I thought I'd picked the right one, but apparently I didn't. So, and even even before we even started streaming, we were just talking about how I'm just useless with social media, apparently. So that's how that error occurred.
Yeah, but at least you helped me finally find the person that fucking took the at Champy on Twitter.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, I just got to go ahead and report them for impersonation.
Yeah, do it because that really bugged me that someone has already got that anyway.
I know because I have to use Champy YT. Not that I have an issue with having the YT in the name, but
Mm.
it'd be nice to have Champy. And
Well, yeah.
yeah, if I remember correctly, I think the Twitter name that Champy account had was I hate horror bots.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, because I hovered over it because I checked your Twitter, and then I'm like, oh well, fuck me, he added the wrong Twitter, and
Oh
I'm
no.
like, oh that's nice, and then I hover over it, and I'm like, oh okay, it says I hate horror bots. Yeah, that's definitely not me.
Oh no. I'm so sorry, man.
Don't worry about it. I don't. It's not like I got pissed off or anything out like that. But I corrected your mistake. I told you.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, look, I'll link you to Twitter. It's completely dead. The Twitter bio literally says queef.
Oh no. Oh, so is there nothing else on that account then?
He's got two tweets, right? And
Oh yeah, I see.
they're both retweets. One of them is growing an e-commerce email list by 4.1k subscribers with just $75. And then the other one is retweet for a chance to win ticks to see Weezer, Wu Tang Slayer, Die Antwood, and Buzz Cox, and more at Riot Fest in Denver.
The Buzzcocks, wow.
And but like the Twitter account's completely dead. This person hasn't used their Twitter account in over a year.
There must be so many like that.
There are like whoever takes your at, I don't know if you've noticed, but whoever takes your at, the at you want is always a dead Twitter account that
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
made like a few years ago, and they've put out like maybe one or two tweets and then they've abandoned it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
You know,
so upsetting.
yeah. I was going to just say that, like, I try and tweet to this guy who makes In Betweeners YouTube poops. It's a British comedy show, and we've just sort of exchanged a couple of comments on YouTube every now and again. But every time I've tried to tweet at him, it's not his like YouTube account. So I'll end up putting the at symbol and sort of typing out all of these random words that I think is his Twitter handle, and then I'll just make a massive botch of it and have to go to the search bar to find out what it actually is and then put it in instead of it just sort of popping up, because I do tweet him more than like some of the people that it recommends that I have in there instead of his name. So yeah, again, just my ineptitude with social media, I think.
Well, do you have the Twitter at you want or no?
Well, let's just say if I I've always wanted to have the entire Harry's Moving Castle tweets or Harry's Moving Castle Discord, but I have to abbreviate it every time because it's just so bloody long.
Long. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't fit.
No, I'm gonna have to find a new. I have actually been thinking a lot about changing my name, but like at the same time, it's just another thing that I think far too much about and never actually do anything about.
I think you're in too deep to change your name.
Yeah, definitely.
You've got like well over 50K subs.
I know.
So no, you are way, way too deep
Yeah.
in to fucking, be able to change your name.
I wouldn't be able to get away with it. Everything else I'd upload, it would just bomb straight away.
Yeah, because I mean, people would be like, "Who the hell is this? This isn't Harry's Moving Castle. This is some
I
other
don't
guy."
remember subscribing to whatever he's changed it to.
Yeah, but like, what would you like change it to? Is the question.
So I've actually had two ideas that I've really liked, but have never kind of. Again, this is even before I had the sort of huge surge of subs that I got in January. So there's two. One of them was Man with a Mic, and I'm not kidding. And the other one is Duke of Discussion, which I thought was a bit more apt,
Oh.
given that it's related to like castles and royalty and all the rest. But at the same time, I have no idea how they would go down. So I've been sort of shying away from it for so long now. It's just like, and you're so right. I'm in too deep now to be able to change it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you were like, I don't know, at like a few hundred subscribers or I don't know, 1,000 or so, I guess
Yeah.
that'd be fine. But I think when you're over like 10K subs, you should not like change your name because I think you're in too deep at that point.
Especially as it takes so long to get here anyway. Like I've been doing this now for like nearly 4 years, and like if I'm so afraid of changing anything now that it's just kind of everything has just become so rigid and set in stone.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Well, Harry, let's get into the questions now. So, the first question that I had for you here is, when did you start YouTube? I know you just said 4 years ago, but like, I guess, have you had any channels before this one to like, you know, God, how can I explain it? Like, so have you been doing this channel for 4 years? That's a better question.
So I actually opened Harry's Moving Castle 8 years ago. Now, I had no kind of real ambition in making anything on it because I did have a previous channel, but I deleted it, and it was so embarrassingly bad that like um, I I can only I'm not even going to give you the actual name of it because it would be so prone to abuse. And I was so young when I did this as well. I had no idea how big YouTube would get. Like this was when Google Video was still a thing. Like, and I signed up to both of them, and I was like, oh my god, I can make videos and just put them on YouTube. And I had Windows Movie Maker with not even a gigabyte of RAM on my old computer, like when I was doing that. So that
Oh
that just shows
God.
how far back it was, and it was so cringy. Like I had no. I tell you what, I'll let you into one little secret. That old channel contained videos of me literally putting Doctor Who figures in my hands, putting them in front of the camera, and just go and like making little stories out of them, and just go, "Oh my God, I'm Rose Tyler. Oh, I'm the Doctor," and all of this kind of really immature crap. But like that is why I ended up deleting it, because it just got so embarrassingly bad. And but as for the current channel, I mean, I say 4 years ago because that was when I started taking it a bit more seriously, and that was only because Doctor Who was in such a bad state at that point. I had to say something about it, and I made my first "Did It Suck" video. But before that, I really wanted to be the sort of British equivalent of PewDiePie, and I just wanted to make Dark Souls videos all day and just make stupid things like that. I didn't really, I only did it for fun, but like I was doing my A levels at the time, and I thought, oh, I'm also absolutely addicted to this game. I'll make a few videos on it, and then it just evolved into taking the proverbial out of every Doctor Who episode that came after that one, and also apparently analyzing Black Mirror and taking apart Harry Potter as well. So that all just sort of kind of came not really as a result of anything other than let's just give it a try and we'll see where it goes.
Yeah, Discord actually says you're playing Dark Souls Prepare to Die edition right now.
I'm not playing it right now. I was playing it about 2 hours ago, but I'm not playing it at the moment.
Oh, okay. Probably still have it open though.
No, I don't. Oh, wait, no, hang on a minute. Have I got it still open? No, I don't. No, I don't have it open. This is bizarre. I mean, I've got
Oh.
Steam open at the moment, but it doesn't even. Yeah, it doesn't say I'm playing it on Steam, which is a bit weird.
That's weird because on Discord it says you've been playing it for an hour.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, I have been. I'm playing it all the time. I love that goddamn game.
Yeah, I mean the only one that I've played is the third one.
Oh, do you enjoy it?
I'm shit at it, so not really.
Fair enough.
I think I made it to the second boss and I kept dying to it.
Well,
And then
I tell you
I
what,
quit.
buddy, I've got the third one as well. If you ever need a hand, I mean, I've only played Dark Souls 3 on my own, so if you ever fancy playing it, I will hands down say I can help you plow your way through that game, no problem.
Absolutely, Harry. Link me your fucking Steam right now. I'll add you.
Sure, all right, no problem.
And while you do that, Harry, here's the next question. Why did you start YouTube? What got you into it?
So I mean, I've always loved the kind of if you can call it just videos on the internet. Like I remember when is it Newgrounds was thing, and also Google Video, and then YouTube. I've been a kind of into this for ages, but like it's only been since Doctor Who got really bad with Peter Capaldi that I thought, yeah, I'm gonna have to do something more serious to kind of make something out of my channel. But that I can only say, like, my hatred for Doctor Who is probably what kind of convinced me to do what I'm doing now, and it's sort of evolved from all the years that I've been doing it since then. If that answers your question adequately. Sorry, I'm trying to share my Steam to you at the same time. Let me just see. I'm going to post that to you in Discord.
There we go. Thanks.
Hopefully that'll do it.
Yep, I'm gonna log in real quick and then I'll toss you a friend request. All right.
It's really bad though. I had one friend who I played through the first and second Dark Souls games through,
Right.
and he refused to buy the third one because he didn't like the second one. I believe. Don't quote me on that because he'll probably have a go at me for it later on. But and he just doesn't want to spend money on the third one, and also I don't think his computer can run it. But
Oh.
I've got so it was a bit sad having to play through Dark Souls 3 on my own throughout its entirety, but it's also in a weird way it's kind of made me better at the game because I no longer have to rely on my friends to help me out, but now you can rely on me to help you out. It's great. It's just constant cycles with that.
Add me instead, Harry. I can't find you on Steam.
Okay, fair enough.
And well, besides that, well, actually, were those Doctor Who like minifigure videos on this channel, or was it on another channel?
No. They were on the old channel.
Okay. So besides that old channel, have you had any other channels before that one? Is that the first ever channel you've had?
So the old channel that got deleted and Harry's Moving Castle are the only two channels I've ever had. Although I am considering opening up a third one just for general shit posting, but that's the only. I haven't got any other incentivization unless like I really get into something like I mean I know I said about my needing to my innate desire to change the name of my channel. Like I also want to start a podcast, just so that it would be quicker than having to edit video. Like I'll edit all of the audio and then I can just upload it instead of having to put all the footage in front of it as well. But that again, I've got so many ideas that I just end up kind of throwing in the bin all the time, and it's probably why I haven't uploaded anything substantial in the past 3 months. But yeah, that's basically the gist of that.
And is your username based off of Howl's Moving Castle?
No, it's entirely original. It's totally original. I can't believe that 14 years ago somebody made a film that was named after my channel. It totally wasn't. It totally wasn't.
Yeah, these people ripped you off before Harry's Moving Castle was even a thing.
And they're Japanese as well, so it's not like they're gonna understand.
Exactly. So you're fine. Your channel's fine. You won't get terminated.
Do you know what? I've been worrying about that for the past 4 years. Not gonna lie, but they haven't done it so far. I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed that they don't.
Is that actually like a real, genuine concern of yours?
Well, yeah, it has been. Like, you know, I mean, I've made one Ghibli video so far, which is the studio that Howl's Moving Castle made, in case you didn't know. And
yeah,
that video I was very worried about copyright wise, only because what's that other YouTuber called? Honestly, if I knew it off the top of my head, I'd tell you. But somebody on YouTube who is far more famous than I have and been doing this for far longer than I have, he did a video on that particular Ghibli film, and that was the only time he ever got a copyright strike out of anything. And I was really surprised, quite honestly. So that has also played on my mind throughout thinking about making videos about Studio Ghibli, and of course my channel's title. So yeah.
Yeah, but it, like, your profile picture is just a big fuck off castle with a suit.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
it's the headpiece. I've got to have the headpiece. I genuinely didn't think it would work out at all, and it looks. I mean, I think it looks pretty cool, but
yeah, no, it looks good. But like, when I first saw that profile picture, I was like, that thing doesn't look like a castle to me.
well, yeah. I mean, to be fair, I mean, it's kind of like if somebody has seen Howl's Moving Castle, they're going to recognize that kind of face immediately. But those that haven't probably won't, I suppose.
I mean, I've never seen it, but I've heard of it.
It's the best film ever made, man. Gotta watch it.
I mean, I'm not like that into like anime shit because it looks like anime to me.
Yeah, I mean, it depends how you define anime, but it is a Japanese anime. Yes, I guess it does fall under anime in layman's terms, but most animes aren't animated as well as the works that Studio Ghibli produce. So I'll leave it to you whether you decide to watch it or not. But I'll only say that Howl's Moving Castle is one of the best films ever made.
Yeah, I mean, like, anime to me is like anything that has that art style.
Yeah, no, fair enough. I completely understand. It's cheap as hell, and that's why there's so much of it.
I mean, people love anime. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's not like a dead market or anything like that, but I certainly don't. I mean, the only anime thing that I've consumed is Danganronpa, the first game. Thought that was good. And I've seen the first episode of Attack on Titan, and that's it.
What did you think of that?
I thought it was all right. The whole thing was like in Japanese though, so you know, I had to read subtitles while watching it.
So you've never watched like a foreign movie before where you've had to watch subtitles?
I mean, no, yeah, I have, but I just prefer if it's in English.
Oh right, okay. Well, there is a dub of Attack on Titan.
It's probably really shitty though. Really shitty voice acting.
To be all right, I will say that like a lot of the dubs of animes are absolutely god awful, but I'll give Attack on Titan a bit of credit because there I watched through the first series of that as a dub and not with the subtitles. So, I mean, I don't have that much of a problem with it, but I mean, if it's all a matter of taste, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. I mean, because, like, American voice actors can't pull off the kawaii anime shit.
No, they can't.
Yeah. Harry, next question for you here is, so you did a let's play of Simpsons Home, not Home. Simpsons.
Home Run.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's what I was about to say. Hit and run. Fuck me. Yeah.
Mhm.
On your channel, and you live streamed it, and I was curious if you were ever gonna do anything like that again, but of another game, of course.
I am going to eventually. Only that, well, let's just say that I have not played a Grand Theft Auto game to the extent that most people do when they own it. So
Right.
I have played San Andreas for about an hour. I have played GTA 4 for about the space of 15 minutes and hated the port for PC and just couldn't play it
Oh,
anymore.
yeah, I've heard the port is shit.
Now, I've also got GTA 5 and it was purchased by the what's that thing in the chat called? Is it Super Chat where like people donate like a message to you?
Yeah, super chat.
Yeah, so like they essentially paid for my copy of GTA 5 and I said I'd play it. Now, I have to, excuse me, I have to kind of apologize to them because this was months ago when they bought it for me. And I'm just assuming that they're still waiting on me to play GTA 5 on a live stream. And it's gonna happen. Believe me, it's gonna happen. All I can pull out as many excuses as you like as to why I've not been able to do any live streams, um, but I can only say that from I would say June 10th onwards, between then and the end of that month, there will definitely be a GTA 5 live stream. And I've never played the game. I have no idea what to expect. I've got it installed on my computer. I couldn't believe it was 70 bloody gigabytes to download.
Yeah, it's
but
fucking huge.
Here it is. I've got it on my computer and I am definitely going to do it because people bought it for me. So that is going to be another thing that is on the waiting list. Unfortunately, it's not going to be here for about another month, but it is definitely going to happen.
Yeah, are you just gonna do like a playthrough of the whole game?
It's going to be a completely blind playthrough because I've never played it. I have no idea what's going to happen, so it'll just be the single player as far as I'm aware. I don't know. It'll because I know it's one of these games that is going to take me countless hours to get through, and I'm more than happy to do it because of the sort of it's supposed to be like one of the best games ever made if you look at like the critics ratings of it and what everyone has essentially been saying about it since it came out. So I've got to do it given that I'm a critic of things like just art in general, but like I'm definitely going to do it, and I don't think people would be disappointed because it will be completely raw reactions. This won't be like, oh yeah, I've seen it before. Yeah, I'm just going to blitz my way through it. No, I have no idea what is in store for me in GTA 5.
Yeah, I mean, my favorite GTA game, because I've never played San Andreas or Vice City or any of those, but I've played 4 and 5. I never beat 4 because I got it when I was in like 3rd grade. So I never beat 4, but I really liked what I played of it. And then 5, I think, is a step down of 4, in my opinion.
Oh, right. Oh,
Yeah.
no. Well, that's not very good. I mean, all I'll say is, right, when I say I played 15 minutes, I'm sure I probably played more than 15 minutes of GTA 4.
What did you
But
do? Just kill people on the street?
no. I tried to do what I do with every GTA game. play through the story mode, or like, you know, just try and complete missions so that I can build myself up and be as indestructible as possible. But like, I couldn't really do that because the port is just so goddamn awful. And given that 5 is here, like, I don't see any point in playing it. And I got it with like a big bundle of like all the it might have been Humble Bundle, but like I got all of the GTAs, even San Andreas, and I didn't even think I'd need to play it. But like, I've got them all, and I've got no real incentivization to play them except for 5, which was bought for me, which is even worse. So, you know, I'm gonna have to do it.
Yeah, Humble Bundle, good website.
Yeah.
They're great. I used to be subscribed to their Humble monthly service.
Oh, yeah.
But like some of the games they give you on there are just complete shit.
Oh yeah.
But I
I
mean,
know about that. The PewDiePie's bundle, however many years ago that was just diabolical.
oh, I remember that. I don't remember the games in it, but I remember he had a bundle. I don't remember what was in it. I'd say Amnesia's got to be in there though.
Oh, I had Amnesia before that. I think that was, it came with it definitely, but I had that before the bundle here. So that one of them was called Botanicula, which I've not even got an hour's worth of playthrough, and it's one of these terrible games that is probably going to give me about an hour's, well, 2 hours worth of playtime, and it just doesn't seem worth playing. But then again, like this is the beauty of Steam. I've got 194 games on Steam, right?
Yeah.
And I'm making my way through all of the games I've got, and I'm only up to the letter D on my list. I've got so many games on here that are so cheap, and I bought them when I first got my computer. I thought, oh yeah, I'm going to be the ultimate gamer and have all of these games, and I just never got around to playing them.
Yeah, I mean, I have about like 300 games.
Jesus Christ. Well, I thought I was bad having like nearly 200.
No, I've got nearly 300, I think. And
Right, well, we can make Dark Souls 3 the starting point.
exactly. But I have most of them uninstalled because I'm just not interested in in playing them.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because a lot of them are just shovelware. So, you know, that's really shitty. And Harry, would you ever consider making a second channel for gaming content, or are you just going to keep those live streams on the main channel?
It would really split the audience, because then I would realize just how few people are interested in gaming on my channel. I mean, like I originally, I think, no, I put out a poll on my YouTube channel saying like, who thinks starting a new channel for gaming would be a good idea, and the majority of people said no.
Oh,
So I've just kept it on the main channel, and I'm going to do exactly the same for GTA.
well, yeah, I mean, if most people say don't do it, then yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
If most people would have said yes, do it, and you just didn't do it, then I'd give you a spanking. And, you know, how come like it's taken you so long to get to GTA 5?
All right. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm going to try and explain this as in a short span of time as possible.
Okay.
Where I was living when I was doing my Black Mirror videos was not ideal for existing, and I mean that in every element of my life. I was not able to make videos in the same way that I did whilst I was at uni. I was not having fun. I was just really unhappy with where I was. And from from now until, should we say, mid-March, so about 3 months, I've been kind of getting my IRL together, because YouTube had kind of consumed me to the point where I was not concentrating on my health. I was not concentrating on where I was going beyond just existing and continuing to make money. Like, and don't think that I would have been. I would rather have not made anything over the past 3 months than make. Okay, I'm kind of going off on a tangent now. All I'll say is that like I was not in a good place, but now I am. And if it wasn't for my move to London, where I am now, I would be. I would have given up on the channel and probably just gone on to a really terrible normal job, and I would be so miserable. So I had to give myself that kind of personal time to sort myself out, and I feel so much better now that I am in a better place now and able to kind of make my creativity flourish again.
That's good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, I mean, good thing you got out of that hellhole.
Yeah, I know, man.
Yeah. And then the next question is, so I saw that, before you started all of these, like the videos you make now, you used to make Dark Souls 2 content, like you said earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And why did you stop that? And how come you mainly dedicated those gaming videos just to fucking Dark Souls 2?
Because, well, I would argue that Dark Souls has been the one game that I've played that I can easily pick up at any point and play through it again and not have fun with it. It's a game that has. I can honestly say that the Dark Souls series is my favorite game series that I've ever played ever. And if it wasn't for it, I would probably have done way better in my education because it just consumed my life. It really did. And I can tell you for a fact, like, I'm just going to go back onto my Steam and tell you that Prepare to Die Dark Souls, I've pumped 288 hours into that. Dark Souls 2, I pumped 476 hours into that. And then they re-released Dark Souls 2, the Scholar of the First Sin edition, and I put 50 hours into that. Dark Souls 3, I've got 168 hours into that. If that doesn't summarize my obsession with this game, that is the only reason why I focused entirely on that and nothing else, because I just love it so much. And I've never played a game like it, and I don't think I ever will play a game like it, which is really sad. But at the same time, I've got GTA 5, so I'm sure I'll be
fine. Yeah, I'm sure you'll do fine without Dark Souls for some time. You won't go mentally insane.
I'll still play it, but like I'll only play it in my private time. Like, I've got no. I don't think anyone would watch it if I streamed it, because it's not like it's a new game anymore. And the company that make Dark Souls have got a new game in the works anyway, which, as usual, they've given absolutely zero details on what exactly it's going to be. So I'm already getting really hard expecting what on earth it could be next. So
just having an erection for the game.
Oh yeah. That's the bare minimum of my reaction, of my feelings towards Dark Souls regime or the company that make it, From Software. I love them. I love them to bits.
You've probably wanked off to some Dark Souls porn, haven't you?
No, I've got a girlfriend. It's fine.
Oh, okay, good.
She keeps me saying which is good.
Okay, she stops you from masturbating to Dark Souls.
Absolutely.
She threatens to cut your dick off if you do that.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's bad enough when I just play it. You know, she'll get a bit jealous. Oh, I shouldn't have said
that. Yeah. Fucking, just you go full virgin mode on her, and you're like, no, I'm just gonna play Dark Souls all day, all night. Those Dark Souls 2 videos, you gonna take them down at any point, or you just gonna leave them up there forever?
No, I'm gonna leave them up there forever.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what? I'll give myself a little credit. The boss guy, I actually wrote scripts for them, and I made different characters, and I put on different voices for it. Like, I put effort into them. And they only got what? Like, I don't think any of them got more than 200 views, but fuck it, they were really good at the time, in my opinion. You know, everyone in sick form was absolutely loving them, so that's all I cared about.
Yeah, I mean, at least some people gave a shit, Harry.
Yeah.
You know? But it's better than no one giving a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they're a good thing to look back on, I guess, those Dark Souls videos.
Well, on the one hand, like, I mean, I know I said earlier about the friend who kind of guided me through Dark Souls. Like, it's the guy who, if there are any of the Dark Souls videos that I made that have got somebody else in them with me, it will be that guy. His name is on the videos, but I won't say it out now live. But he was who, like, we kind of collaborated on. Thought it'd be a good idea, and yeah, hundreds of views isn't nothing in the grand scheme of it, but it was fun. It was fun.
He's just some like online friend of yours.
No, I knew him in real life.
Oh, he's
I'm not that sad.
he was in real life best mate.
Well, I mean, yeah, best mate, if you want to call him that. Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah.
You know who my best mate is, Harry?
Is it me?
Yeah.
Good. That's what I like to hear.
I was gonna say Pyrocynical, but
Oh, right. Okay. Well, I mean, I haven't watched any of Pyro's videos in yeah, I will say it, years. So.
Wow, you should. They're much better now than what they were years ago.
He's still going, is he?
Yeah, no, he's doing really well. Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, I mean, I know he's got like millions of subscribers, but I mean, like, all right. Well, you've convinced me. I'll go and have a look at some of his newer Oh, it's all Jake Paul.
Not all of it, but he makes Jake Paul videos occasionally, yeah.
Occasionally, I can see his face about 4 times, at least 5 times, and I've only gotten to his most recent uploads. This is not all right, fine. I'll look at some of his anything that's not related to those two idiots. I will watch, but I mean, they've already got enough attention on themselves. It doesn't help that people like him are exposing him even further to more attention. So I won't be watching any of them. But
you know who my other best mate is, Harry?
Go on then. Who is it?
Killer Keemstar.
Do you know what the best thing about Keemstar is? That I've never followed like the drama that has ever accumulated from him. Like, I've only heard about Keemstar from other people. I don't think I've ever gone out of my way to watch a Keemstar video.
Well, I mean, that's not a bad thing per se.
All right, okay.
I mean, you know, they're not like high quality content because all he's doing is just reporting like the YouTube drama. So it's not like, you know, the highest quality content out there. But you know, he tweeted out my stream once. Bless him.
Wait, did you interview him?
Oh no. I wish. Well, I did send him an email. He did reply. He said he was busy.
Wait, so what did he did you say retweet?
No, he actually like tweeted it out. He didn't retweet anything.
What was it that he tweeted out?
Oh, it's so embarrassing to admit, but so before I did interviews, I used to make exposing videos, Harry.
Right.
Pretty sad. I feel like a total virgin for doing that.
No, it's okay. I did Dark Souls. You're in the clear, mate. You're all right.
No, I think my thing is much worse than fucking gameplay videos, in all honesty. And
Okay.
and so I also did live sub count streams.
Oh no.
Yes. And so I was doing one day, and I kept spamming Keemstar. Like, I kept replying to every tweet he put out. And I guess he tuned in, and he found it entertaining, or like, I don't know, he just wanted to bully me or some shit. And so he put out a tweet saying, go subscribe to this kid, and then unsubscribe 1 minute later to see his reaction. Because I was like spazzing the fuck out, because, you know, there was so many people like watching me. I think I had like 1,000 viewers. And I got like 100 subs that day, so I was like spazzing out.
I was just gonna ask, is that where your subscriber base has come from? That one stream?
No, not all of it, but like
Alright.
some of my subscriber base is from the interviews, and some of it is from the old shit that he used to do. Because I didn't make a new channel for the interviews, so I just rebranded the channel, because I didn't want to make a new channel, in all honesty.
All right. Okay.
I was just like, you know what, I'll rebrand this one, and that's it.
All right. Well, I know you're supposed to be interviewing me, but what does champy mean?
Shampoo, change that to pee.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, that's nice and simple. It's not quite 3 words worth, but I'll take it. Fair enough.
I mean, you know, it's just like, the joke is, you know, instead of fucking, you know, shampoo, it's shampoo. That's it's supposed to be like funny, but I don't think anyone finds it funny. Some people do.
See, I kind of understood it, like, but I wasn't sure if that was exactly what you meant. I didn't know if there was something more kind of intricate to it. Yeah,
No.
but it's just all right. Okay. fair
No, it's literally just a play on of the word fucking shampoo.
enough. Alright, fair enough.
Yeah, because I was like, you know, when I was rebranding my channel, I was like, what should I change my channel name to? And I had the idea of changing it to Shampy for a while. So I was like, okay, I'll just do that and hire some guy to make the little shampoo icon for me.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really it. Because
Alright.
it was either that or Nola.
A what?
Nola.
Nola.
Yeah, Nola.
Is there any significance to that, or?
I just looked at the granola box and I was like, take the GRA out, and there we go. Epic YouTube name.
Oh my god.
I know, I'm really good at coming up with names.
Well, so am I, apparently.
Yeah, you just rip movie titles off. Just put Harry in front of it. That's all you do.
Hey, I've already given 2 suggestions, but you said I'm in too deep, so I'm kind of fucked either way.
Oh no, you're fucked. I could have changed it because I didn't have that. Like, I had a small audience, you know, so I changed it. But, you know, because I used to have a Let's Play channel called Quacker Kit.
Mhm.
That's a little better. That's a little bit more creative, but
Mhm.
my exposing channel is called Exposer.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, I've
Draw the line there.
I've never had a really sick ass name. Like, I don't know what a really cool name is. Man with a mic sounds pretty cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, but what was the other one? Duke of Discussion?
Duke of Discussion, that's it.
Yeah, that's all right too. But like I said, you're in too deep, so you're fucked.
Yeah, I know.
And next question for you here, Harry, is so you did this podcast on your channel, and it only had one fucking episode, and it was just abandoned, left to rot and die. What happened to that?
I mean, I literally, just in a spur of the moment, decided to talk about Westworld, and I can't even remember what else I talked about. Just something that me and Chloe did, like just completely spontaneously, and the audio is so terrible because I just set up a table, put my Yeti mic in the middle of it, and we both sat in front of it and talked for, I don't know, about an hour or so, and I've not really found any other. I mean, all I'll say is it didn't do well, so I gave up.
You could have tried to improve it though, Harry.
I'm sure I could, but I'd rather start a new channel for a podcast, something like that. I'd want to call it the Moving Podcast. And what I'm actually, this is a genuine thing that I get a Odeon membership. I don't know if you've got Odeon cinemas over in the States, but
I have no idea what that is. No.
Okay, well, it's just a brand of cinemas that you can get, like, you can pay for a year's membership, and you can go to the cinema for a year whenever the hell you want and see whatever you want, as long as it's not in 3D or IMAX, and it's covered by your membership. And I was thinking of just going and seeing something weekly and just talking about it on a podcast, because I can never be bothered to go to the cinema and then write up a whole script about what I've just saw, because I've got nothing to refer back to. It's not like I can just switch over to a video file and watch through a certain segment again. I would have to really it would just be so raw and improvised that a podcast would be a much better format for something like that, just so that I can be more up to date with like, I mean, I'll take YMS and Ralph the Movie Maker and I Hate Everything. Those three are kind of like my three big inspirations for kind of critique, and they've got like a podcast where they, every week they'll talk about a film, or they'll all just talk together. But like, it made me think, right, maybe audio is like the way that I can get opinions out there really quickly and still get plenty of people to kind of soak it in just the same way that people can soak in the videos that I make. It would just take me a lot less time, and I can make a lot more of them. So I will probably do that eventually when I'm able to, after the 10th of June.
Yeah, you could have I have a guest suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
You could have Shampy on for the superhero episode, superhero movies episode, where I just talk shit.
All right. Do you like superhero movies?
No, I don't like superhero movies.
Oh, neither do I, mate. We can buddy up. I'll go and see whatever shitty Avengers film gets poured out of the Marvel ass crack this year. And we can go and we'll talk about it. Sure, no problem.
Yeah, you could you could fucking go watch Deadpool 2 and Infinity War. Infinity War and Deadpool 2 are out right now. You could go watch either, and then, just send me a DM and be like, hey, this one was shit, then I'll go watch it. And if I think it's shit too, then we can, hit it off on a podcast. And
sure, why not, man? I mean, we're already going to play Dark Souls 3. I'm sure we can arrange something like that. I mean, you won't catch me in the cinema watching Avengers where everyone dies, or half the population, whatever it is. I haven't even seen Infinity War. I don't even care. I just got told by a 12-year-old that half the people in the universe die, and I thought, well, what's the point in watching that? That sounds so depressing. So, yeah, I mean, Deadpool was. When I watched Deadpool, I had it on DVD. Well, someone gave it to me to watch, and I don't think I got 15 minutes into it, and I just turned it off. No joke.
I mean, I've seen bits and pieces of Deadpool, and I thought it was like funny. Cause I have a really immature sense of humor. I like sex jokes, I like racist jokes, I like that kind of shit.
Hmm.
So Deadpool seems like my kind of guy. I could sit with him at the bar, and we could hit it off. Me and Ryan Reynolds.
Oh God. The weirdest thing is you say that.
Mm-hmm.
It was the scene in the first movie. I can't remember. I really can't remember what happens. I only remember where the point that I turned it off was where Ryan Reynolds was in a bar, and I turned it off then, which is really weird.
Yeah, I was in that scene, Harry. I was the one chatting to Ryan Reynolds at the bar. We were just talking about how we want to take down Harry's moving castle if you know him.
Okay. I'll try and grab as many people as possible. We can all talk about how great the cinema is at the moment, and just wonderful Marvel is.
Yeah, you could get, I don't know, fucking, I'm trying to think of a, like, channel like yours. Maybe, like, Nitpicks, yeah. They were they were meant to come on here, but sadly never did.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I tell you what, I only know that even when I've tried, always really busy.
Yeah, they were really busy at the time, and we just kind of like lost contact. But oh well, it happens.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if I can think of anyone else. I
I
mean,
can't think of anyone else. But then again, like Nitpicks has got nearly double the subscribers that I've got, so I don't even know.
yeah, they're about to hit 100K soon.
I mean, I know we had that little sort of soft collab with Black Mirror, and that was fun, and I love them to bits.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're going out of my league now. I think I'm gonna crash and burn, and they're gonna make loads of money.
Harry,
Yeah.
don't you worry. You could always make Fortnite content with me.
Oh,
Is that a fate worse than death for you?
no. I don't even know what Fortnite is, man. Do you know what?
What do you mean you don't know what Fortnite is?
Right. Okay. I am aware that it's a video game that lots of small children play. All I will say is that the only thing I know about it, you're going to love this, because you probably know more about it than I do. So
I'm a
in the
real
UK,
gamer, Harry. I played a lot, okay? I was playing it last night with my son.
Whatever. So, over in the UK, we've got BBC News, which is like the biggest broadcaster of, of just reporting in general of the news. We all get it from the same source. Over there you've got Fox News. Over here we've got BBC.
Yeah, you've got Big Black Hawk News.
Yes, we do. So they had released an article. Well, they reported apparently that a school over in the UK had sent home letters to parents warning them of how dangerous Fortnite was to young children to be playing. And they literally said, you should be watching your children play this game at all times in case they start creating, what was it? Something like unsavory behavior or something like that. And I just thought to myself, well, this is a game. We've been playing video games for decades, and this school has the audacity to say, "Oh, this specific video game, unfortunately, we don't quite like it. We have to make sure that all the parents are spying on the children all the time, just in case they don't do anything unsavory." I hate that word, but yeah. Drove me up the wall that that this school had even said it. But this is just the level of fucking reporting that comes out of our country.
I mean,
Sorry.
fucking yeah, don't worry about it. I mean, fucking Fortnite isn't even that. I mean, yeah, sure, you shoot people, but it's not like really that violent. Cause like it looks like a little kid's game.
There's no blood in it, is there?
Yeah, there's no blood in it. Like you just kill someone and they just die. They just disappear.
That's what differentiates a an adult's game from a children's game.
Yeah, like I mean, you play PUBG, which is their competitor,
Yeah.
and you shoot someone and blood comes out. Like that one is more for big boys. But Fortnite, a little 5-year-old could play. Hell, I have a friend whose 8-year-old brother fucking plays Fortnite on the phone or some shit. I think.
Right, okay. On the phone.
Yeah, on the phone. It's on mobile as well.
This is what the future of gaming has come to. I thought it'd be all VR. No, it's just on the fucking mobile.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure someday Fortnite will come out to VR headsets.
Good. I need a game to spend my 800 £800 VR headset. I need a good game to play on that.
Yeah, you really do. Oh, okay. I mean,
I want
I
one.
I used to have an Oculus Rift, but I sold that shit.
So it's not worth it.
No, I had the DK2, which is the one that's still in development.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. But I'd like an HTC Vive.
That means nothing to me.
It's another VR headset that's pretty neato. It's on Steam.
Yeah, all I want to do is just put on a VR, see all the anime girls just sort of swarm around me. I need all the characters from Howl's Moving Castle to just be around me, and then I'll feel really immersed into the experience.
Your girlfriend's gonna leave you, Harry.
I'm sure she'd be willing to try it
Is she bisexual?
if I force her.
Okay. You force her to be bisexual?
No, I'll force her to put the VR headset on and experience Howl's Moving Castle VR.
Okay. Whoopsie. All right.
Never mind.
Yeah, next question for you here, Harry, is so you made a little short analysis video on the fifth Star Wars movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I was curious if you'd ever make a video like that again.
Do you mean like of just any Star Wars film, or
No, like a shorter analysis video.
Well, I only made it short because Star Wars isn't something that's like you can't really analyze Star Wars unless you're aware that it is just there to make money. Like Star Wars is not something like Black Mirror where it's embedded with things that you can pick apart and kind of appreciate for the decisions that were made beyond just making money. Like Star Wars is the only thing that I would be able to analyze out of Star Wars is I mean, I don't know if you're aware of the hero's journey as a theoretical concept, but that's the only thing that I would ever kind of put towards a Star Wars film. But I only kind of picked Star Wars 5 because it's the best one in my opinion and has the most kind of meaning in it. But it's not like you can watch Star Wars 5 and understand it immediately. There are other things that like I like making analyses videos on where you might not notice something, or you might not have realized that this is what the creators of this piece of art wanted to put forward to the audience. Whereas, Star Wars is something that's not really something that you can go into a great level of detail, or it's not very deep in a kind of weird way. So that's probably why it was shorter than the rest of them. I mean, if there was something that was the equivalent of Star Wars 5 that I could analyze, I don't know if you have any suggestions, but I mean,
No, not in mine.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing is like because it didn't quite reach the level of views that the Black Mirror videos were getting, I kind of thought, okay, maybe this kind of shorter analysis isn't really working. So I haven't really done anything of that kind of length again because it just didn't reach the audience that I thought it would. So that's really it. And I don't really have any plans to make any shorter videos. In fact, if anything, all of my plans for future videos are going to be really long videos compared to excuse me, compared to the Black Mirror ones. So yeah, no, I don't have any plans as of yet.
Right. All right then, Harry. I've only got one last question for you here, and then that'll be it for the interview.
Sure, yeah, go ahead.
So, with your channel this year, what new and different things do you plan on doing, if any?
I don't really like kind of planning in the long term because YouTube is not something that is the it's a completely different medium to what we would kind of expect from something like cinema and TV. Like you can get excited for the next film that's going to come out at the end of the year, but nobody on YouTube is saying I'm going to make a video in December. Better get ready for it because everyone will kind of lose interest. You know what I mean, though? Like I
Yeah.
haven't got any kind of I haven't got a long plan. I only kind of plan for the month really, and because I've only just finished moving into my new digs, I've the only thing I want to do is finish the projects that I've been working on for the past few months. Which one is going to be an analysis of a British show called Inside Number Nine, which is going to be a fairly long video. It's not really it'll be a review / analysis. I'm not really sure what it's going to be at the moment, but I'm still kind of plodding my way through it. And the other video, I don't know if you know about them because I spoke to another YouTuber about this the other day and he didn't know what these were. Do you know what YouTube poops are?
Yeah, of course. I've had people that make those on here.
Oh, fantastic. Well, yeah, I've got one.
You're gonna make a YouTube poop?
I'm going to make a YouTube poop.
Oh, that's great. Who did you speak to about that they didn't know what the fuck it was?
So there's a guy who his channel's called Brain Pilot, and I actually just met up with him like in real life, and we had a few drinks, and we were just talking about this kind of thing, and he had no idea what YouTube poops were, so I kind of had to explain it to him, and I said just put it into YouTube, and you'll understand what it is. So you have to forgive me for kind of like I don't really sort of speak to other YouTubers that often, but like I kind of just assume that people don't really know as much or haven't explored as much of the site as perhaps I have. But obviously you do, and you know what they are. But
Right.
yeah, and he had no idea. But like it's gonna be, in Harry Potter, the Dursleys.
Um. No, I.
Fair enough. That's all right. No, that's fine. Yeah. So there's a specific set of horrible characters in the Harry Potter series.
Oh yeah, I know these
I'm-
ass wipes. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a YouTube poop out of them from all of their sections in the first movie. And the only reason I've decided to do it is because one, I've always kind of said to myself, I've always admired these people who make these ridiculous videos and get so many views for it, and it'll be something different to try out. And also because I've been using Jesus
Have you ever
Christ.
seen that video? I'm curious.
Yeah, I have. Yeah. I was where was I going with that? Oh yeah, I've been using Sony Vegas for about a year or two now, and I haven't actually I still know so little about it and how to use it. And so I've been reading through the manual and kind of learning all of the stuff that I had no idea how to use. So, and just as a sort of test dummy, if you like, I've been editing bits and pieces of the first Harry Potter film on Sony Vegas, and it's slowly kind of forming into this YouTube poop out of my current learning of Sony Vegas. And it's just going to be absolutely crazy, and I can't wait to finish it.
Sounds pretty epic, Harry, if you ask me.
I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Yeah, well, I've had, like I said, a few YouTubers who make YouTube poops on here.
Mhm.
Let me read you off a few names if you recognize any of them. Do you know Trudermark?
Nope.
Okay. Let me see who else. So Shonky Wonky Donkey is another one.
Yeah, no, Shonky Wonky Donkey.
Super Wee Bro 08.
No, sorry.
Scorpo. You might not know him because
Yeah,
he's like.
no, Scorpo.
Oh, okay. Let me see who else.
Well, I don't know these people. I know a couple. So yeah.
Oh,
carry on.
okay. Fab is another one. He makes like dank meme compilations. He doesn't make YouTube poops necessarily.
Yeah, no, I tend to ignore them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he makes the memes in the compilations or if he just like nabs them. I don't know. And wow, okay, I think that's it. I thought I had more.
Oh, fair enough. Well, I'll give. What was the one that so I didn't know. I'll give him a look.
Trudermark.
Trudemark. Okay, I'll put that into there. How are we spelling that? Sorry.
Here.
Oh, it's all right. Trudemark. There we go. Lovely. Oh wow. Okay, yeah. I'll have a look at that.
Yeah. He was a pretty nice guy.
I'm sure he is.
Yeah, he was a great chap, a great lad.
Sorry, I just go onto his videos. Steamed hams, but Brian died.
Yeah.
From fucking Family Guy. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got to watch some of these, but these look hilarious.
Oh yeah, no, he's really good at editing. I mean, most YouTube poopers are like, hella good at editing.
Well, I'm an absolute novice at it. I just put clips in and record myself. Like I've got no real kind of, I don't work for any company or anything beforehand. I just put videos together in my own time. So it's not like I've got real experience. I don't have like Adobe After Effects or any of that nonsense.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've never really edited anything that hardcore. I mean, nowadays, if I have to not interview, edit an interview, because it's a recording, all I do is just cut audio up and put it together, pretty simple editing.
Yeah.
I don't do anything really cool in my editing software, which is a shame.
No, that's cool. That's like, I mean, it's better to kind of put like, I mean, I had a look on your channel anyway. You put like 2 videos out in the past 2 days, haven't you? I haven't put anything out since like a month.
Well, maybe because your videos take a little bit more time.
Yeah, just a bit.
Yeah, just a tad bit more time. I mean, God, shit, I completely forgot what I was gonna say now. Fuck. What a shame. Oh well.
Yeah, you were going to say, yeah, let's play Dark Souls 3 sometime, Harry. Let's do it.
I mean, yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, that's not what I was gonna say at the moment, but I agree with that. Yeah, we should definitely play sometime.
Definitely, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, but anyways, Harry, that's it for the interview. Those are all the questions I had for you there. I'm
Cool,
happy
man.
you came on. I thank you for that.
It's been an absolute pleasure, mate.
Yeah, but anyways, that's it, everyone. If you have enjoyed the interview, you can go ahead and drop it a like, drop me a sub. Anything you could do to help would be appreciated. Otherwise, I'll see you next one. Take care, and goodbye.